Now, a further encouragement with regard to God's training plan for us is that it is not only a positive plan and a pressing plan, but that it is a perfect plan. It's a perfect plan. It's like that perfect exercise program that doesn't exist, right? But God's training program for us is perfect. Hebrews 12 speaks of that when it contrasts God's discipline of us with human parents' discipline of their children. A few points of contrast here is made. The overall impression here is that our parents make mistakes. Right? Some of us have had great parents, some of us have had poor parents, or perhaps we didn't even know our birth parents. They don't do it perfectly, do they? They make lots of mistakes. But God's discipline is perfect. Let's explore that a little bit. In terms of the contrast between our parents' discipline and God's discipline of us, sometimes our parents discipline too hard, right? Sometimes they discipline too soft. I remember I think the last spanking I ever got from my mother was because I made fun of her for disciplining me too softly. It was the last time she ever did, and the next spankings weren't by my mother, they were by my father. The point is, parents don't know how to press perfectly. But God always applies just the right amount of pressure to us. Never too hard, never too soft. Sometimes our parents discipline out of anger. God always disciplines out of love. Sometimes our parents fail to discipline consistently out of laziness or discouragement. Ever have you, as a parent, have you just known that you should be disciplining right now, but you're just tired? You're perhaps feeling lazy? Or just discouraged. Just throw your arms up and say, what difference is it going to make? I'm just so discouraged with this discipline plan. God, on the other hand, and His righteous character guarantees that He never misses an opportunity to discipline us, and when He does, it's always consistent with His character. Our parents discipline us out of mixed motives. Right? Can anyone say as a parent that every time they disciplined their child it was for their good? Or, if truth be told, wouldn't we have to admit that we've sometimes disciplined out of embarrassment? Right? Our children embarrassed us in front of other people, so we take it out on them. That's not a proper motive, is it? But when God disciplines us, His discipline is always righteous, always for our good. The point is that even if we've had good examples of parents who have disciplined us, the writer to the Hebrews is saying that it doesn't hold a candle to God's perfect discipline of His people. Now, this is very important, and when we get to some points of application later. If we're not convinced that God's discipline is perfect, then we're going to chafe under it.